Yo! Yo, boys! Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Boom. Hello, good evening, good evening. How are you today, guys? I streamed also in the afternoon today because I'm in holidays. Yay! And yeah, it's very good to be in holidays. So we were checking the quest, and in particular the quest for the new faction, the Warsmiters. And actually Zuna created a number of quests, which is fantastic. And I was trying to review them and maybe put them in the game, which is very nice. So the only problem here is that this seems to start at Gregory, right? While actually he sent you to the other guy, to Bengstrom or whatever is the name, right? And Ben Grom, this guy. So I think that the idea here was that every quest was anyway starting at Gregory, right? And I'm thinking if I want to remove this line completely or if I want to keep it. Maybe for now we keep it, also because we have the voiceover. Maybe we keep it and or not. Maybe we can remove it. Maybe we can remove it. Maybe we can remove it. Okay, anyway, let me copy all of it. This is Blunt Dream, which actually is already created as a quest. Yes, it's already here. The difference is that Tua already did a change. Yeah, exactly. Okay, there is already last version by Tua. I think I will just remove this step. If I remove the step, all the numbers are changing. No, fuck. No. I think we can do this. I think we can still keep two lines. I will add one more line, right? So we will remove this and we will move this one up. And So as we approach Bangrom for the first time, he didn't notice that the right brow is molten. Good day, molten brow. Gregory told me to come to you to learn more about bludgeoning weapons. But now, seriously? Well, I will also be there to help the weak, and I can see that you are in delightful distress. Oh my god. I already have an army of minions. Many have perished, others languishing, waiting to have the honor to walk where I have. Okay. Belloc clears his throat and proclaims with a deep tone that welcome to the... Okay, I think we can split this in two, because this one is fairly long. And... so we don't change the steps, right? And you say, well... I don't know if you want to take it lightly or not, what he said, because it's kind of it's kind of funny the way he speaks, but okay, let me just say same link as above. Okay, so I was answering to someone in Discord. And proclaims with deep tone and large acclaimed gesture, welcome to the divine divers of the mighty Talad Bro, the academy that will make you to the noblest warrior of a crushed Syrian enemy. They watches you and listen to the lamentation of the family. Why is not calling it Wars Miters? Is he calling it Wars Miters later on, or? Strange. Ah, yes, he say that after, yeah, say that after. This quest is weird. But anyway, let me read it. I think he's saying it later on. So, well, nice to meet you. So you are the so you will say what? I already have an army of minions. Many have perished. Well, I would prefer not to perish, but I'm okay taking some risks. Then clears throat and proclaims with a deep tone, large arm gesture, welcome to the divers of the mighty Talos, bro. The academy that will make you the noblest warrior that crashes. Ah, sir is your name. They're watching them die and listen to the lamentation of their family. Oh, wow. Nice to meet you. You can tell if Bankroll is joking or not. It does seem serious. Oh well. Player name is my name. I don't think we can use player name in the... I don't think we can use player name and... No, I don't think we can. Well, I don't know. We can? We can use player name. We can test it. Nice to meet you. So you are the leader? So are you the leader? So are you the leader? While speaking in battle, observe you walking around you. It looks while speaking, Basil observe you walking around you. It looks up and down, judging. Okay, of course. Many have abandoned, others struggle to keep up with my external ability. Well, one more, one less, why not? Alright, I place you under my protection. Welcome to the academy. Okay, nice. You met a strange character that apparently in charge of training men and I met user and immediately decided to welcome you in the academy. Give quest faction level 1. Okay. I don't know if this should be faction level or faction title, because level is actually... I think it is actually title. It's not. I think we messed up all the levels with the titles. But anyway. Require completion of step 3. We can test this one anyway. Thank you, Bangrom. I've heard we are 20, well 21 now. I think that this information is the one that the guy gave you, but 20 men is what I'm worth in combat, player name. So yes, we are indeed 21 now that you have joined me. We're already stars of the arena. I don't understand why we need to put a number that potentially is gonna change every second, right? I don't like this idea of putting a number because it is automatically obsolete. So I heard we are still a few, as the guild is relatively new. You can say 20 men is what I'm worth in combat. So yes, we're indeed 21 now that you join. Even if we were 20, even if we were only 20, I don't know how to connect to this phrase though. I don't know how to connect to this phrase. Hello, Fannar. Thank you. You see, I can also move them. My ears are moving. I can move them at will. Very easily, because I can listen to the sounds and I rotate my ears as needed. However, we are still a few as the guild is relatively new. Even if we were only just even if there was only me, I would take on 20 men in combat alone. Player name. So yes, but now let's say, but now we are one more. We are one more with you. Even if it was only me, I would take on 20 men in combat alone, player name. But now that we are one, but now we are one more with you. We are already stars of the arena. Of course, the administration is reluctant about us, but it's like a wild woman who needs to be tamed gently, slowly, taking our time. What the fuck? I don't know what this guy's saying, really. Ah, a mosquito! I see it! Where is it? Where is it? I saw it! Fuck, I saw a mosquito, boys. I got it. No, I didn't. Fuck. I didn't? I thought I got it. Fuck. It's the mosquito of yesterday, by the way. The same one. It's exactly the same mosquito of yesterday. Or not. I don't know. I saw a little spark, but because I'm using the racket, the electrified, the beautiful and fantastic electrified racket, which is destroying flying vampires. The best weapon in the world for against flying vampires. That's why you can hear me coming from miles away. Plus, you're miles. Exactly. But yeah, the ears in particular. I think we can. Here we should have like 2 things. Okay. Like a wallow needs to be tamed gently, slowly, taking our time. Wings to you, playing with his mustache between 2 fingers. You need to recruit. Well, you need to recruit then. Me recruiting? Oh, this boss large volcanoes again. I am the Overlord, the Scourge of Evil. The Torment of the Falls, Eradicator of the Ragged. Eradicator. Eradicator of the Ragged. What does Ragged mean? Okay. Raged is like enraged. This guy speaks very weird. It's urgent. You interrupt Bangstrom. As far as I understand, the administration request is rather urgent. What do you mean? Which administration request? Was there a line that I forgot in Gregory? Because this one is speaking about fuck. Is reusing the phrase that we deleted. So basically, Gregory is telling you about fuck. Or we change it because I don't understand exactly where this urgency come from, because he didn't see, not only to be picky, but we have a lot of requests, so I will check on him soon, let him know if you speak with him. But I don't know if I really agree that this war smiters, you know, is only this guy and he's just created. I think it's not a great idea. I think it's not a great idea, because then in 2 months from now, then what, right? So it doesn't really make a lot of sense to have it this way. I think we should change. I mean, quest should always be kind of timeless. There should never be a time into it, because the time is not reasonable. The tiger mosquito, yeah, exactly. I don't know if he has the same ears that I have, but is he around somewhere? I don't know where. Anyway. Let me see what he's saying here. As far as I understand, the administration request is really urgent. Would like to become a co-founder and help me to build this academy. So basically, well, what we can have, right? He can have that he thinks is the founder of his own academy, right? But in reality, the War Smiters obviously already exist, right? And he's a larger guild. Okay, in that sense, it may work, right? In that sense, it may work. We can say. So okay, let me change it. How many people are in the guild? And it was only me. Would take I would take on 20 men in combat alone. But now we are one more with you. We already started the arena, of course. The administration is reluctant about us, but I like to. No. So we need to recruit yet. It's good. Okay, so this part is okay if I put it this way. And then okay, looks like it's only you then. And say Puff speaks in a generated high-pitched voice. Would you like to become co-founder and help me build this academy, pretty please? Okay. Do you ask anybody passing by? Well, I'd rather join an academy where I can learn, but I'm willing to give a hand. Awesome. Let's make a party and go kill some Coamtes. As to learning, you will. To reward you, me, will teach you the most spectacular moves. What weapon do you use? You know what is the only problem? The problem is that this quest requires Mason Hammer minimum 10, right? And in theory, the player may have just started. So I don't think that this should require... I don't think that this should require anything. I think it should just start. There should be no prerequisite in this quest, I think. Because otherwise the player will never... Unless we put it in, right? We put it in. And... but maybe with a very, very low value, right? Like 2 or 3. Like 2 or 3. And we have a required step before. But I don't think so. This is the first quest. Come on. So why we need to have a prerequisite of mace already? Hello, Hula. No, I think you should have no prerequisite. I think you should have no prerequisite. If you ask anybody passing by, well, I already joined the academy. Wait. An academy that I can lead, but I'm willing to give a hand. Awesome. Let's make a party and go kill some Quantico. You a reward, you teach me most of my spectacular move. What weapon do you use? Okay, and here there is a bit of a weird thing, right? So there are require completion 7 and no completion of 9, 10, 11. Ah, okay, because it's splitting between the different weapons. So I use war picks. And he's saying, to dig holes in our enemy face and watch their family cry, are you a miner? If you already practice the art of mining, then you will be ready. If you already practice the art of mining, then you will be ready. If not, go do it. It'll train your muscles. The war pick. I use a hammer. To grant your enemy face and hear in the family, hey, I had a cousin that was part of the Hammers Guild. He could have said the same. I would say he was part of its own Hammers Guild. So his cousin was the same as him. You could have said the same. Ask you to become a co-founder of the academy, revenue may grow. Ask you your favorite weapon indicated the hammer. I don't understand exactly where this is going, but let's read it out. Let's read it, right? I use mace. I prefer to use the maces. Like me. I will make use of the best macer of all the time. Well, the second best, obviously. Okay. And then I use clubs. Seriously? Like the goblins? Are you aware they are inferior beings and they should all be killed at once? Oh. Well, I'm not the one to judge. Okay. Venelan read to ear. What the hell? What does this mean? I don't know. Not the one to judge. Okay. Require completion of Blunt Dream step 8, 9, 10 or 11. Okay, so this requires one of those steps to be completed. So you have to have selected at least one of those. Okay, so what is the plan? We need a plan. Well, yes. Bengals will destroy the treasure. Of course. The plan is as follows: recruiting people and building up our academy reputation to recruit more people. Okay, sounds good. We also need a name and a kind of a motto, I think. You don't like the name I've chosen? I object. This name is specific meaning for me. It's personal, it's for my family. What about the Smiters? The Divine Smiters, the Bludgeoning Smiters, the Scary Smiters of Doom? The War Smiters? War Smiter, War Same. Non è complain. The back of the rima. It does sound ferocious for a name. Nice job. As for the motto, no, but it is impossible. The War Smiter exists already. There is a wall. There is a wall thing. There is a wall building. Number of people. I mean, it's impossible, right? It's impossible. I mean, I mean, it's impossible. I mean, I think it should. He should actually become suspicious because the War Smiter obviously exists, and obviously he's not the leader of it. Right? But now looks suspicious. The Divine Smiter, the Bludgeoning Smiter, the Scary Smiter of Doom. And you say the War Smiters. Roars before shouting, no way. In a war scream. As an echo, you hear a frightening animal complain at the back of the arena. It does sound familiar and so wrong. We are not the War Smiters. We are not the War Smiters at all. You start to understand. You start to understand. This guy may have dreams. May have dreams and may have unfulfilled dreams. I don't know. Basically, okay, he's trying to found his own guild, but he's definitely part of the War Smiters, right? But he's not the leader of it. So it's just a guy inside the guild, but he wants to found a kind of his own guild, or anyway, he's thinking to found his own guild, right? That sounds familiar and so wrong. We are not the War Smiters at all. Well, maybe we are allied. We are allied with them. You don't understand? This guy may you start to understand this guy ego brought him to, or this guy is daydreaming. And for the motto, I club with everything in the head is the end of it. I club the thing over the head. I club the thing over the head. Okay. And that's the end of it. That's what I usually say, but that's my personal signature. No, we remain... I would say, this guy would say, no, we remain the... whatever he called it. He called it Divine Divers or Mighty Talat, bro. No, I think he should call it like himself. I think he should call it like himself, with his name in it. Welcome to the Divine Divers of Mighty Bengals, bro. Yeah, much better. Much better. So basically, the War Smiters exist as an academy, and this guy is probably part of it, but he's like dreaming to be, you know, to be the leader of it, or the leader of another piece of it. Wait, where are we? No way. As a negative fan, no. We are not the War Smiters at all. Well, maybe we are allied with them, or maybe maybe we are allied with them. No, allied with them is enough. If you understand, this guy is daydreaming. You start to understand, this guy is daydreaming. No, we remain as okay, was divine something. Divine Divers or Mighty Bergstrom, bro. Okay, this is the most stupid name ever, but anyway. No, we remain the divine divers of mighty Banksmart, bro. As for the motto, I club the thing over there as for the end of it, which we'll usually say, but that's my personal signature. To start with the development of the academy, you choose a name and decided to be the world's miters. No, exactly not. Exactly not. I mean, it's impossible you start the development of a wall academy. I mean, it's impossible. You realize Bangrom is part of the war's miters, but he daydreams of being the leader of his own guild. Okay. Why did you decide to start an academy? What do you wish to do? An army of millions to praise my name, of course, to start with. Send me to Stereo Stone. Then certainly like to help. You can contribute to Minish Evil by all means. That is all good to me. But as to me, also as a stone hammer, I never surrender to it. I surrender to nothing. Okay. I mean, this wall quest is only on him speaking, or there is anything else happening in this quest? Because at the moment, it's just you speaking with him the whole time. Never surrender. It could make a nice motto. My original goal was to help people and receive coins in exchange, delicious coins and fame and glory. Well, never surrender is a principle I should teach to our student in a very blunt way. Anyway, hey, what about deeds? What about deeds, not words? Nice. I wouldn't mind to pledge to that. You smile and decide to play along. You smile and decide to play along. Nice. I wouldn't mind to pledge to that. Represent together. I did more work with you in 5 minutes than with myself in months. Now we need 3 more members and we will be left in peace definitely. So let's begin with the beginning, because it's usually what smart people do. Step 1, publicity for the academy. Everyone under the dome needs to know we exist because we are in the future savior. I wrote a parchment. Go duplicate in the library of Geos and distribute it to the potential worldwide people. Let me just correct the name of the academy. Go distribute it. Give Bangstrom parchment. There is a... I think it's missing a quest note here though. Quest note, Bangrom gave you a parchment to advertise his academy. You're still speaking with him. Oh my god, this thing is never ending. So it's the longest speech ever. I don't know if I like it though. I mean, okay, but you cannot speak with one guy for an hour, right? I don't know. Alright, it's a good idea, but where should I start with? Alright, it's a good idea, but where should I start with? I don't want to distribute a brochure so it's just anybody, or it will cost us a lot. Oh yes, that is me to... should we start with... I was glad to speak with a guard. There's a classical name, Nemis Wonderby. Nemis Wonderby. Nevis Revori. I asked the guard standing at the Lila Gate. I remember him, he's just a mace. And from there, I don't know, be creative, seduce him, sing a song, dance, and ask him who of his little friend practiced it out with a blunt. We distribute a free brochure and then we let the rumor of the academy creation spread his own. Now that we have a name, you and Bangrom decided to regular activity. He gave you a parchment with a mission to make a dozen copies of it at Jojo's library before trying to distribute it around. Okay. Jojo's. Okay, so now finally you move to another NPC. Holy shit. I think you should go back to Gregory anyway. I think you should go back. There should be a step where you go back to Gregory and like question what the hell I'm doing, right? Absolutely. I just don't know if I want to put it here or where I want to put it, but because I don't want to change the sequence because there are so many steps that if I change one, I have to change them all. So maybe I put it at the end. I don't know. Let me see how this thing continues. Wow, this quest is insanely long, by the way. Holy moly. That's insane, guys. It's insane. We are not even at half of it. Well, probably we are half now, but okay. So you go to Jayo's. I think we should have you going back to Gregory and say what else is going on with this guy. Now you have a name. Now, I mean, you. Well, you're not sure what to do, but Bergrom gave you. But Bergrom decided to recruit. He gave you a parchment. Okay. Hello Jayos, I like to have 10 copies of the brochure. You know what I can do? I could in theory delete one step and I add the Gregory one. Yeah, maybe we can do that. We can do that. I can delete this one. I can delete this one. I can go directly with the War Smiters here. I can go directly with the War Smiters here and we kill a step so that we can then add a step later down there, right? I really hope that the rest of the quests are not all like this, because if they continue with this idea of building the academy, I mean, it really is really weird, right? It's really weird. Okay, so now basically I have to cut and paste. I think it's a bit too long anyway, I don't know. Also, there is not much happening, right? Okay, so here we have one extra step that we can use. So I think you have two. I think also this one is not really needed, but okay, we saved one step. We save one step. So here we can have a step 20, which actually doesn't require 18, but requires wait, it require, no, this is okay. Yeah, but these two will require both 19, right? So they are in parallel. They are in parallel. Okay. So the menu will be I spoke with Bangrom. I spoke with Bangrom, but is and I think we can have just dot. And I think that here Gregory can answer. I think Gregory, right? Gregory can answer. He's still on. He's still going with his own I mean, I spoke with him, but you briefly described the discussion. It's still going. I see going. Well, up to you, but I think you can say we tried to convince him a few times, but without success. He's a character. He's actually part of the War Smiters, but and also kind of respected. But is weird. But he's weird. Okay, so you go back to Gregory and he's basically telling you that, right? So now you have to decide to play along or not, pretty much. Bangrom, and he confirmed your suspicion. Suspicion. Okay. About Bangman, he confirmed your suspicion. He's daydreaming. Okay. So now you can go to Gregory and check, or you can go directly to Jayos, right? If you go to, let me just understand where this quest is going, because I unfortunately I think it's going in a direction that I really don't like. So that you are really building an academy for real, but I think it's impossible, right? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. So every guy that goes there builds an academy. I mean, what the hell? And anyway, the academy already is a building, right? So it's impossible. The academy needs to be established. It can be a smaller academy or whatever, but it cannot be the War Smiters. It's impossible. All our factions should be very well established since hundreds of years and have you know, leaders, co-leaders, and veterans, and history, and whatever, and buildings and treasures and everything. It cannot be new. New like started today with one guy is impossible. So let me just read quickly where this is going, because if it's going completely the wrong direction, unfortunately I have to change it. Okay, let me see what the hell we are doing. Give Nevis the body was my brochure. Wait. So you go to Jayos. Player gives Jayos the parchment. Okay, hello Jayos, I'd like to have 10 copies of this brochure, please. There is a library here. You come to consult books to absorb knowledge. I remember the time when most of my customers would come to read. Jayos started to duplicate the pamphlet. A glyph in hand. Here you go. It will be 3 circles. Oh wow, we can copy magically. Fantastic. You give Jayos 3 circles. Oh wow, 3 circles. I'm in a kind of a hurry. You take a brochure at the end and end at 3 circle. Did they come to consider our card list on my desk? Give 10 Wars Mitre brochure. No, I think we will say give pack. Ah, because you have to give each one to each of the guys. Oh my god. Okay. Now you're ready to recruit Bengal told you to start in Italy, you guys are boring. 10. You have to give 10. Holy shit. Player gives never reward with my hello Nevi. Sorry to start, but I have something to show you. A new academy is born. Wars Mitre sounds good. All about blunt weapons. Ah, they got for me. Finally, I don't have. Yeah, but this cannot be, guys. This cannot be. This is impossible. This is impossible. This is impossible. Ay. We have to change all of this. No, I don't like it. That is really doing it, right? It's really, you are really pushing for this academy and things. Oh fuck. Ay. Hello, Wedget. What about renewing a guild that lost it? No, but it's impossible, you know. In a whole world, we decided we have 24 factions, and every faction has a building, right? And has history and has whatever. So, I mean, how it is possible that in a world like we are, all the people using clubs, hammers, pole axes, and all of that, they don't have a home. They don't have a home. I mean, it's impossible. They don't have a home because he went into despair. No, I mean it makes no sense. I mean, why he went into despair? Why this guild? Why this is the only guild they went into despair or disappeared? Why? What is the reason? I mean, if there is a story behind, okay, but what is the story? I mean, you cannot start a new guild. Also, it would be impossible to start it so quickly. Like all these people, all these other people that you contact, so like Nevis, Taulim, Adaki, Benacha, I don't know, all these people, they have no guild. So they've been waiting this player to go around and create a guild for them. They are in the game since ever, and in the city since ever. So it doesn't make any sense. I mean, I think it's a nice idea, but it doesn't really work. I mean, it cannot work this way. You are destroying the guild. I'm trying to limit. No, I understand. I understand what you said. I mean, there could be a way to limit the rework, but. Okay, let me just see where it ends, because basically you go around to all these people. I appreciate the news, it's always entertaining, you can see, I mean, you can still distribute the brochure, but my idea is that you distribute the brochure, but you tell them that it's for the Wars Miters, right? And so they, and some of them may say, oh yes, I'm already in that guild, or some can say, oh yes, I will join, right? Maybe, I don't know, 20% says that they will join, and the 80% says they're already there, right? That they're already there. And then you go back to the guy and say that you did it, and you say that they joined. But then the problem is, do you continue to play on the daydreaming of this guy, right? And so you convince him that the academy is created, even if it's not created, which can be okay, right? So that he's happy and he helps you. And he's convinced that he created the academy, right? And that's fine. I mean, that's fine. He can have his fantasy of being the leader of the academy, right? And you can have, I mean, it's just a bit too much to go to 10 people, right? You could just shorten it and say that you have given the brochure, but in reality you didn't, right? So I think you may generally try to give the brochure, but I don't know. I have to invent something here, but let me see how it continues. Elam distributing a brochure about the new academy in the Adla arena dedicated to having weapons such as mace and hammer. Or you can change the pamphlet, you know, just saying that there will be a tournament of something in the arena, right? For people that are using mace and hammer. And the tournament will be organized by this Bangstrom guy, right? So maybe, you know, we intercept the problem, right? We intercept the problem, and when he's saying, create a brochure advertising the academy, you will say, well, I will do that, but the brochure, let's do the brochure on an event or on our first tournament, right? Let's do the brochure on our first tournament, contacting all the people that are using mace and hammer, right? And then okay, it works, because you go with a brochure to all these people that are already using mace and hammer, and you can say that Bangstrom is organizing it, and they may still be happy about it because they know the guy and they know that he's a bit of a weird guy, but they say, yeah, why not? If he's organizing it, he's very good at that, and we can go, right? So, and he may think, Bangstrom can think that they founded this freaking academy, but in reality they're just organizing a tournament under the umbrella of the War Smiters, right? So I think that like this, it may kind of work, right? But we cannot create a new guild by zero. Also because we already have we have this. There is their guild house, right? I have a full guild house for the War Smiters. So what? So then what do? We delete it or we? You know, it doesn't make any sense. You cannot create a new academy. I mean, you cannot create something that big. That is one of our fundamental pieces of the game. It is impossible. Okay, let me see where it's going until the end, because and by the way, this quest is insane. I don't know how many lines it is, but is the biggest quest I ever seen. So 10 people. Okay, this is exactly that. The academy already is a training room. If you want to join our training room in the arena, I'll take it from there. Bankroom is the founder. Are you kidding? So this is like, no, this one I already read. Toweling, well, it sounds nice. Yes, in fact, having weaponry, etc. Key point in my career. So we're going to be part of the Sunshine Squad. Okay, this guy is... We can keep all this text. Just change maybe the founding of the academy with a tournament. Brochure Academy Arena dedicated to having weapons and mace and hammer. I'm not interested. Okay, someone is not interested. I started to study when the studios will be sure about the academy. No worries and thank you. Benacha. Where are all these people, by the way? I think it should not be on the other side of the world, right? Benak, you're welcome in, welcome. I presented news from the arena with all the entertaining way you can see. Bomb maker, bow user. Hello, I'm distributing brochure of the academy. And to display in my shop. Okay. Ena scanner. Molten Dragon is the chief. Wine Doctor. Everybody wants to start their own academy these days. Everybody wants to start their own academy these days. This guy is the only guy that understood my problem. Just kidding. Okay, I know I was wondering. Okay. Sorry to intrude your tent, blah blah blah. My name is Skera, fight for fame, I give you the paper. Sorry to disturb you. She got the main city door. Okay. I mean, 10 is really an insane number. Sorry to I'm distributing a brochure in New Academy in the arena. He usually is over the Ojaveda arena. Okay, this guy is sending you to Ojaveda. Okay. So it's to watch I'm disturbing the Academy in the arena. No, guys, but 10 is insane. I mean, going around the whole city. Burral. Started to disturb you and watch him distribute the brochure in the Academy. Where the hell is Burral? Burral. Is in Ojapat. I mean, if it's between the main city and Ojaveda, I think is okay. I need time to think about it. Good on Bangstrom. Good old Bangstrom that I never told you they will come. Okay. How do you do? Good sign. I'll give there's so much text in this thing. Alright, tell the brother I'm in. Guys, I mean, I understand that we are, you know, story based, role based, role play based, but people cannot read 100 pages of text, right? They cannot, they will not. People are skipping all the text by default. So we should make the text, you know, interesting and short if possible, or they will never ever read it. It will only be me and you reading it. Right? Malco. Here we go in Goog. Okay, go to the arena to speak. The academy is training. Blah, blah, blah. I've distributed a good bunch. Okay, so finally you are back to the guy. And you say, I've distributed a bunch of pamphlets today. You have the endurance of an ant, but you accomplish miracles. While you were performing an incredible amount of tasks in very dark play against my person. Okay. This can be okay. What's the relief? I think we make it anyway. You told Beckham they could recruit 3 persons. He was very happy about academy members. It was a perfect justifiable casualty of war. What? Did you truly burn Herr Groffel? Oh my god, he burned the Groffel of someone. It was perfect justifiable casualty of war. I'm supposed to be a barbarian, a pyro barbarian even. I've learned a spell called Flame Burst from the alien Attitude Blast, literally. I mean, this guy's complete crazy man, so how can he found an academy and people follow him? He's a completely crazy man. I had a couple of people saying you were known for your technique, but I never teach them. It's because you reached the rank of Clacker that I'm now willing to teach you. I don't know. I mean it's... I don't even know how many pages this is, right? But it's insane. I mean, it's really, really, really long. I mean, it's 500 lines. So it's 33,000 characters. So how many pages of a book that is? How many pages of a book? 33,000 characters. Well, 33,000 characters are... The number of pages that 33 characters take up depends on several formatting choices, including font type, line spacing, margin, paragraph breaks. Yeah, but in the typical book... Average character per page about 2000. Average character per page about 1800. Average character treasure with double space. Printed book, yeah. So it's about 15 pages. So you are reading 15 pages of a book. I don't know. And what you did, what you did in this quest, you spoke with the guy that proven to be fairly crazy. You then went to distribute 10 pamphlets to people that somehow want them, sometimes they don't want them. And then you go back to the guy, and the guy gives you some training in Mace and Hammer. So this is basically what you did with 16 pages of text. Boys, it's not the way, I tell you. It's not the way. It's not the way. Vote 10 for effort and 4 for result. It's not gonna happen this way. And I spent 1.5 hours of my life. No! Well, that's okay. Okay, so let's try to make this quest more interesting. I think I like the idea of this guy being a bit of a weird guy and having the dream to found his own academy or guild or whatever. But he is a permanent member of the War Smiters. He's not the leader, right? He's also not the new guy in town, because anyway, maybe he's there since already some time. So maybe he's a middle rank, guy in this guild. And he has this kind of weird dream of building his own academy. Now, I think you convince him not to do it, right? But instead, you convince him to do a tournament, right? Hello, Love Waves. You convince him to do a tournament in the arena dedicated to the people of Hammer and Mace, right? And you distribute a bit of pamphlet on it. I don't know, you can do like 5 or I don't know, 10 seems to be an impossible number. So like distribute like 5 to maybe some of the guards and some of the people, and maybe, yes, you have to find the people in town. I think we should not go to Ojavera. I think it's too far. And then what? And then do you does the tournament actually happen or not? Does the tournament actually happen? I don't know. It could happen. It could not happen. It could happen. So, but this guy can be happy that you organized the tournament. Also, because consider that this is the first quest, right? This is the first quest that you do in this War Smiter. So it should be relatively simple, right? So is a quest number 1. Well, here we are building an academy. It's what the fuck? It's quest number 1. Luckily, it's called Blunt Dream. Unfortunately, I think the other quests are on the same line. Because when I see undertake a long journey to the mastery of combat with blunt weapons, let's read the other quest, but I think this should be reworked completely. I think when someone is designing a quest, he should write to me like 10 lines of what he wants to do, right? 10 lines. Send it to me. If I like it, proceed. If not, don't, because it's impossible. otherwise. I think all the other quests probably will be the same. Let's see, but I'm pretty convinced that they are all the same. Recruit new members and increase the academy reputation. Yeah. All the other quests are the same, so... Fuck. It's a pity because someone wrote, you know, pages of text, but... I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Let me see roughly what this quest does. I met through NPC with those, was much better with this. So this guy continues to act weirdly, right? Amnet is there, it's not exactly close, but we can do it. My Little Biscuit, I have a new target, advertise, recruit. No. Yeah, so he's asking you to advertise again. Is there a rank below War Miner? You did already forgot the first title. Now we'll sing a song right during the night. Good news for the ranks. At least you look better organized. What now? You wish me to go to Amnedaira? He's sending you to Amnedaira. Maybe I pronounce the academy. Permit to raise the reputation of the academy. Do you happen to know a Clyros called Zornatan Xiorad? I'm looking for him to propose a place in the academy. New academy is open in the arena, dedicated to having weaponry. My name is I'm a member of the academy. Warsmiter, bam. Die. I wonder Molten Blow send it to him. You finally find Zornatan. Isn't Zornatan the drunk guy at the top of the tower? Isn't Zornatan the drunk guy? I think it is. Yeah, it is. Why we are recruiting the drunk guy in Amnedair? Q's and blah blah blah. The keeper of the tavern never told me about you. I'm part of Arena Academy. He's trying to help the people who were smiters. Listen, yeah, never heard of the academy. Suppose he's new and be trying to help me. A war. I suppose the academy is paying his service. You're possibly honest. Engineer responsible for the water system in town includes the pipelines in the sewers. I need to send there repair a couple of copper problem. I cannot access the pieces. Okay, here there is a bit of a twist on helping this other guy. I don't know. It's also this one is very long. It's very long. Well, I mean, it's not bad to have a long quest. I mean, I'm not saying that, but I'm losing a bit faith, you know, in this quest chain. Actually, I might do a media acquaintance in the market yesterday. There is a model, maybe you know, an alchemist like to make experimentation. She complained about the difficulty of finding ingredients. Okay. In the city, I need to collect a large amount of brides from my experiment and get the flower. Okay, it is sending you to collect some flowers and ingredients. 20 eye brides. 20 brides for the run for river, please with caution. You can open wounded. You complete the mission. I helped 2 citizens under the name of our academy. You know what we need? You know what we need? You know what we need? We need a 1 paragraph at the beginning of each quest telling us what the hell is doing, because I cannot read 20 pages to understand what it's doing, right? So I think this quest description, I mean, the problem is that the quest description goes into the game, right? We need an internal description that is describing what the quest does in like 2 paragraph maximum, right? So like you help the guy distribute the pamphlet, you come back and he trains you in this skill. Done, right? So that we understand what the quest is doing without having to read, 30 pages of text, because is impossible for me. I don't have the time. I mean, it's impossible. I cannot do this. It will take me a month, to go through all of this and fix it, and so it's impossible. I mean, in theory, I can ask the AI to summarize. Yes, exactly. This is what I can do. It is exactly what I can do, my boys. I can ask the AI to summarize it for me. Fantastic. So I can say in Planeshift MMO, we have this quest. Can you summarize for me what is happening in the quest? Do it! We finally found a good... The message you submitted was too long. Holy fuck. It was too long, bro. Okay, Claude. New chat. New chat. Claude. No, I think Jamin is probably the one that is a bit more... Hi, in Planeshift MMO, I have this quest. Can you please summarize can you please summarize the story and steps in it? Oh. Quest summary. Oh my god, too much. Okay, but anyway, this is readable at least. Quest summary. The quest begins when you find your leader, Banks Monster, under attack in the arena. After helping him, he promotes you and gives you the task of recruiting new member and building the academy reputation. This leads you on a series of errand and training sessions. You first go to Amnede to recruit a clearance named Zornatan, then you help 2 citizens, Amel and Charisma Malor, with the problem to earn money and fame for the academy. Finally, you return to Bankston. Oh, fantastic! This is exactly what we need, boys. Exactly what we need. I did this for every quest, and I need it at the top. This is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, the problem is that I disagree with the content. I mean, wait, I think we can save it somehow, okay? So the way to save it is that I think in the first quest is a tournament and whatever. In this one, right, where you are spreading the word, I think you are still printing the pamphlet with the War Smithers guild name, but you are still telling to the guy, to the crazy guy, that is his own guild, and it's fine. And you can still go and spread the word for the War Smithers, right? So, and in that sense, it may work exactly as it is, right? So I think we can save it this way. But you know what I don't like? I don't like that we are not using in any way other NPC, right? So we are, I mean, you are basically going back to this guy all the time. So you are focused on one guy. Okay, but anyway, I think will be a good practice for all our quests. At the beginning of the quest, we put, how can we call it? Summary? Summary. We put a summary. Now the problem is that these quests are living in multiple places. So the quests are living in the quest files on Dropbox, are living on the server, and living on my machine. But I think that at the moment my machine is the master. Okay. Yes. At the moment, my machine is the master. So, so in theory, we have 5 quests, but only 2 of them. I think we have only 3, right? We have only 3 in the... No, 4 we have. Ah, but 1 is empty. 1 was empty, I think. All about reputation. Blunt Dream. Blunt Dream is the one that we are editing now. Then there is Spread the Word. Okay, Spread the Word is actually empty. Spread the Word is actually empty. But is this one that I'm reading now? I mean, I think unfortunately, how do I disable a quest? How do I disable a quest? How do I disable a quest? Because those quests that are in red are actually disabled. Flags. It may be this flag. No. I have no idea. I have no idea why these are disabled. And how do you know that they are disabled? So, for example, all about reputation, 1494, right? 1494, this one, right? Flag 1. Ah, yes. If the flag is 1, is disabled. If the flag is 1... If the flag is 1, is disabled. Why we cannot set the flag from the web console? Flags is not a very good... Flags is very hard to search because we have a million flags in the game. Let me see if there is one under Quest Manager. No. Quest Manager. Let me try like this. PS Quest. Flags. Flags. 1 is quest disabled. Okay. Yeah, it's not very clear, but 1 is quest disabled. Okay, so those quests are disabled. I don't know. I don't know if I can continue this with reasonable timing because or I ask Zuna to rework it, but probably she will not like it because she wrote it this way and she probably will not want to change it all. Or I have to do it myself, but it's a significant amount of work to fix it. I mean, I can try to save it, like I said, right? So we can slightly change it and still make it work, right? But anyway, the fact that we can summarize the quest with AI is fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. I think I should do it for all the quests because you know what I can do? I can put a summary. I can put at the beginning of each quest a summary, right? At the beginning of each quest, I put a summary. Because the name and the description, they go into the game, right? So this is what the player reads. So we don't want the player to read all the story, right? But there can be a summary field. And then with PHP or whatever other smart program, right? I could extract it together with the NPC. And then I could give to the AI the summary of the summary. I mean, I can give to the AI all the summary, and then I can finally start to ask questions to it, right? So like, what are we missing, right? What are we missing? I'm thinking very deeply, my boys. If you have any suggestion, I don't know Uajet if you're still here. If you have any suggestions, ideas, but I think my problem at the moment is that I want the factions to be the fundamental progression system, you know, for the players in the game, right? So that they give you a path to follow, right? You want to become a cook, you want to become a wizard, you want to become, right? So you can follow those paths, right, through quest, and I want at a certain point of that path to actually join the faction, but also find the guild hall, and then be part of the faction social life, let's say, right? Somehow, right? And then there can be more than that in the future, so that this is then intertwined with the city manager, with the dungeons, with the stone labyrinth, and with the main plot, right? So that everything comes together at a certain point, right? So we are basically building the foundation. So we went from like one-off quest to chain quest, now to faction story-driven quest, right? And in the future to main plot, faction story-driven quest, right? So to main plot driven quest, right? So and the problem now is, how do I assess what we have in a comprehensive way, and how do I change it in that direction? And I think the only way for me to really understand it is to have this kind of summaries, right? Because if we have the summaries, then we are good. So okay, let me I have to decide a bit how to proceed here, right? I have to decide a bit how to proceed, because I think there is there is a very good thing that I saw, right, in one of the quests, where basically there were 2 steps, and those steps were having a requirement, right? And the requirement was exactly the level that is requested as a prerequisite for the quest. Like in this case, there is a prerequisite of skill, right? Of skill being 30, right? Of the mace and hammer skill being 30. That is the prerequisite. And the problem is that when you go to the NPC and you don't have that skill yet, the NPC is just saying nothing. While if it's part of a quest chain where that is your mentor, I think you can actually say that you are not ready yet, right? And I think that that is very nice. And I think that that is very nice. And I think it should be done probably everywhere. I'm thinking if I want to add a new field. I'm thinking if I want to add a new field to the quest, that is actually the summary of the quest. Because putting it in the text is nice, right? But it's not really allowing me to, for example, to extract them all in an easy way, right? If we add this as a field, which obviously is not visible to the players, right? But is visible only to us, I think that would make my life easier in the long run, right? It will make my life easier in the long run. So the player sees only the name and the description. And then he sees the quest notes, right? So in reality, because I need to have a way to easily understand the quest content, right? And this will happen to me hundreds of times, right? Because when I'm reworking a quest chain, I need to understand at high level what that quest does. I cannot really read it, right? I cannot read pages of text. So I need like a one paragraph that is summarizing what is happening. And so what I'm thinking is, in this edit quest, right? In this edit quest, first of all, I want to expose the I want to expose that flag, right? Because I think it's anyway useful to enable and disable a quest if we want, right? I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it's still. And then I want to separate these things, right? I want to separate the player visible fields from the non-player visible fields. So the quest description and the quest name actually are player visible. So I can put them at the beginning, And I don't know if I want to have like a header or probably yes, would be probably easier if I put a header saying player visible fields, right? And that is internal only fields, right? Which is basically everything else. I don't know if there are other flags or the only flag is enable disable. Yeah, it's the only flag that we have at the moment. Is the only flag. So I think we can have a checkbox. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I want to expose this. What was that? No, I lost it. No. Why there is no more the fuck. But anyway, the thing is checked, right? So we have to, but there was a nice, like this thing, yeah. You're just saying if it's there, it's checked, if not, it's not checked, right? Am I in the right place? Because it is reading from the database, right? So is it just reading without, without saving? So this if it's not submit, right? Yeah, exactly. If it's not submit. So here is just reading the thingy. And so in our case will be row. No, will not be set. Will just be if row flags, right? Equals to 1, right? If row flags equal to 1, we do checked. If not, we do not checked, right? And so this will show. So for example, now for this guy, quest disabled is true. Yeah, exactly. Why is not in the, because I didn't put it into, no, like this is impossible. No, I need my TDTR, yeah.
Those methods, pure invention.
I agree.
Only work in legends and fables.
I agree. Is all legends. I mean, it looks like he's working, but it's not. Okay, quest disabled. Quest disabled. So here we are just reading if the quest is disabled or not, right? So like if I take any other quest, yeah, it is off. Okay, nice. So this works, but now we have the submit, right? And the submit will be this, right? Okay. Okay. So now 1391, right? Now 93193. No. 1391. If I disable it and then I update it, flags equal on. One 391. Okay, it works. Very nice. Okay, so now we can enable and disable quests directly from the UI, which I think anyways is good. Now the only problem is if you do this and then you do save and continue. Okay, it works anyway, huh? Okay, it works anyway. Fantastic. Okay, so at least we can disable quest and enable quest also from here, which is nice, which was missing. But apart from that, undefined field quest disabled. Line 63. Hey, bro, if it's set or if it's not set. Annoying. Yeah, it may not be there actually. Okay. No, but I can do it. Can do it like this, right? It's okay. Right? It's a bit annoying because he wants to be annoying, but okay. Okay. Okay, player visible fields, name and description. No, I'm doing that because I'm doing this because I want to be sure that it's understood, right? That summary is not an internal field, a player visible field, right? And I think the summary, I don't know, the summary we can place it anywhere. We can place it after quest category or yeah, it's the same. After quest category, right? So we will have the quest summary. We will have the quest summary, and the quest summary I mean, obviously I need to expand the database now, but I'm doing it. The quest summary. If I hide behind a curtain, will you find me? Depends if you move. If you don't move, maybe not. But as soon as you move, I will find it immediately. Immediately. But if you stay perfectly still, maybe. Now we need to expand our thingy. So I'm going to expand this, right? and I'm adding quest summary, or summary, we can call it summary. It's the same. So we add a new column and we put it, where do we put it, at the end? Yeah, we can put it at the end. It's fine, it doesn't make any difference. Short text explaining the quest. And this would be a text. Yeah, this would be a text. Because tiny text will not be enough. So it will be a text. It can be null, yes. Can be null. Okay. Let me put that in my... where the hell is it? Cannot see it. No. Yeah. Quest summary. Quest summary. Better if AI generated. It's kind of funny to say that, but yeah, I think that it's better if we AI generated, so it's always in sync. You know, we don't have to go crazy. We just generate it automatically. Did the font change in Notepad++? I don't know. It looks weird. Okay, so we have our quest summary. Now we want to be able to populate it. So if we're only reading, yeah, we read the quest summary. So summary. Okay. So we read that. And then we want to submit as well, right? Come on. Want to submit the summary. Okay. Okay, so if I take this quest and I reload it, right, and I reload it, undefined summary, undefined summary because it's empty. Oh my god, if it's empty, you give undefined. Yeah, so annoying. I mean, it's the same for prerequisites, no? Prerequisites have the same problem, I guess. So now he's passing it or no? Now he's passing it. Okay, I think it's fine. Okay, so now we have the quest summary. Now the only problem is that the view should be like this, right? Because the summary is fairly long. So the view should be like the description. So it should be a text area actually. It should not be. Yeah. The summary should be a text area with name summary. And then we want rows and columns. And the rows, I think we can have 3 rows and we can have 80 columns. I don't know why we do 45. And 45 is like super short, no? No? Okay, I fucked up something. Text area, name, blah, blah, rows, and column, blah, blah, blah. Ah, because the value is inside. Okay. Huh? Okay. Like this? No. Value. What do you mean no? What is wrong here? Seems that I have an extra. Ah, because we have to close. Sorry, we have to close text area. Okay. Ah, better. $25.80. Okay, so now we have our quest summary, right? We have our quest summary. So the problem is that I can generate my quest summaries, right? And then I can export it and upload it, or do I want to because what I want to do quest summary, blunt dream, because what I want to do this, right? I copy the content, probably without the beginning, then I give it to this Gemini guy, and I say, in PlaneShift MMO, I have this quest. Can you summarize what is happening in the quest? Boom, right? Oh my god, too long though. I think we have to say, can you summarize it in maximum how many words? I don't know. I think something like this is kind of the maximum. Well, depends. If the quest is super long, you first meet Bangmaster, a Boston eccentric character with a molten brow. Immediately welcome you to his academy and claims he's his leader. You talk to him, it becomes clear that he's a dreamer who has exaggerated his own influence. He's actually a member of a different guild called the Wasmiters. He decides to make you the co-founder of his new academy, which is named Divine Div. You must have to recruit new members. You copy pamphlets written in a travel city, including Illes or Javera. You meet several people, but many are interested. Along the way, you gain 2 recruits, Aved and Malco, both of whom respect Bangor. You also encounter Buran, who is angry for Bangor because he's on. Once you recruit enough members, you return to Bangor. So Okay. I mean, I can also put all this text. It's not a problem. It's just a text, right? So I can also, in theory, I can copy all of this, right? I can copy all of this and put it in my quest summary. That's not a problem. It's only for us, right? It's only for us. It's only for us. And it's much easier to read this than read, you know, the 20 pages of this, right? I don't know if he can understand the options, right? So like when you have options, if that is actually going to work. Probably not. Let me just see if after this change the server is still starting properly without problems, right? I think it does, because that field is an additional field, but it's not. This ASCII character is a freaking. He changed it, huh? Insane. Yeah, now we used only ASCII characters. So yeah, I think we can have something like this, and then if I have this, right, and I have it for every quest, and I can easily generate it for every quest, then I can look at the chain and see what it's actually doing, right? Because now, you know, now I could do this. I could go to the next quest, which is actually spread the word, right? And do the same. And actually we did it with Gemini, because we did it here, and this is the quest summary. Can put it here, and then I can do it with the next quest. And finally I understand what is going on, right? It's all about reputation. All about reputation. Yeah, which is already here. So I can do the same if Gemini helps me. So this quest continues your journey as a member of the Warsmiter Academy. It begins in Ojaveda, where you train without it teaches you a combat move called Battering Ram, and he developed with Malcolm Walker. A message then arrives at Benson sending you on a mission to help the Lemurian named blah blah blah, who's got himself into financial trouble. You discover that Tambourine owns money to an alien woman named Yuna. He needs you to persuade her to give more time. I mean, why we are going to Yuna? Bah, okay, anyway. Give him one more time to enter food to pay off his debt. You have to negotiate with Yuna, gather the furs, and deliver them to Tembergin. Upon returning to the Warsmiter training room, you find Bergon with a Dermonian woman choosing color for a banner. He gives you the nickname Bro, and he tells you the epic heroic story of how he got his nickname, Molten Bro. Then you demonstrate the battering ram move for him, impress Bergon, validate the move, promotes you to the rank of War Bastion, and try to continue the training. Ah, this is so good, guys. This is so good that I can just read that without reading the whole quest. Oh my god, it is so good. It is so good, you have no idea. A school crashing child. Yeah, but pretty much. Okay. The ability to summarize a quest is fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. The ability to summarize is fantastic. Oh my god, why is so long? Why is making them longer and longer though? Can you shorten it? So basically, the whole set of quests, right, is are basic are a recruitment machine, right? So this is pretty much what it is. You are continuously recruiting for the academy. In this quest, piece of cake, you return to Bank Maelstrom after a period of training. It reveals that the War Smiter Academy is the risk of being expelled from the arena because it's considered elite enough. To prove the Academy Ward is send you on an urgent mission to check on a member. Someone will send a cryptic message. When you find someone in Amder, he acts strange and tells you that he's after you. Before you can get more information, you are knocked unconscious. You wake up magically frozen in a hidden room with a mysterious alien mask named Berenice. It demands information about your academy. You have two choices, collaborate or resist. Regardless of your choice, a strength potion from Zona will explode, breaking the magical hold on you. Pressing attack, you are forced to kill him. After returning to Penguin and telling him the story, you discover the story item was a valuable book containing details about Berenice, a criminal organization. Berenice is a movable situation promoted to the rank of warlord, giving you a weapon as a reward. Can you shorten it? You want to carry a risk of being shut down. Look at the Moribund could send a member zone or send a strange message. Your ambush will be covered by Berenice demands information about the account. After you recover resist the poison zone exploring, you are forced to kill Berenice. You discover Berenice was a leader of a dangerous smuggling ring. In a book you read it from him proofs. You present the evidence to Gregory Seven, and a chief who is impressed with the grand War Smiter as a permanent place in the arena. Penguin State promoted to war and also you without I understand. Okay, this has been very helpful anyway. I mean, this AI summarization is insane. It's super good. We should use it for all the quests, by the way. Should use it for all the quests. What? So, I didn't understand. I understand what he's saying. But anyway, I think that, okay, I understand. This summarization is super good. I understand the idea. I disagree with the idea. And I think we need to do something to fix it. But it's not very easy. It's not very easy. Why say that there are no ASCII? There are some non-ASCII characters. Ah, we have it here, line 186. Line 186. Like 118. I think that the yeah. Wow, 12. Holy moly. Still 127. Fuck. Okay, I think now is okay. Now is okay. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna go, but I think it was good at least to understand what. I mean, we expanded a bit the idea of this summary. We reasoned on this particular quest chain. Unfortunately, I have a number of problems in this quest chain, and I think I'm going to summarize it and send it to who wrote this quest. And let me try. So let's say that the main issue I have with the quest chain is that the Warsmiter guild is new and not existing, and you basically have to build it up, right? Build it up yourself. That is not in line with the. I mean, this is not reasonable, right? It is not reasonable. I mean, it's impossible. It's impossible that in the hundreds of years of history of this world, right? The guild of Mason Hammer didn't exist, right? Didn't exist, and now you are creating it. You are creating it new. You're creating it new. The second problem I have is that the main character is always the same. Ben Grom, and it's pretty crazy, right? It's pretty crazy, which can be okay for let's say kind of a side role or a partial role, you know, for a side role or a supporting role, right? Supporting role, but such an important guild, right? Such an important guild cannot have a completely crazy character, right? Cannot have a completely crazy character as the leader. Or anyway, I mean, he could, but it's very, very unlikely, right? I mean, if we want to do it, we can still do it, but he needs to really have a huge explanation and a lot of people around him that manages him, right? Otherwise, the guild will go to shit, right? As the leader, right? My suggestion is to rework the chain. To record the chain so that Bengrom is still the starting character. He's actually part of the Warsmiter guild at a medium rank. In a medium rank, but he has this fantasy. Of being the guild leader, right? Being the guild leader and being the guild leader. So you as a player, right, understand this, and Gregory confirms it. And decide to play along, and let's say, yeah, to play along and just you know, ignore. I mean, it's not you're ignoring him, but you know, just have to play along and just let him say what he wants, right? Let him say what he wants, right? Hello, who joined? Hello, Turning COG. Hey, thank you for the raid. Hello, welcome raiders. What were you doing on your stream? Are you a Real Engine developer or a player or what? Do we know each other already? I don't remember. Thank you. Hello, welcome raiders. I'm working on a quest. We have a, I don't know if you know us, but basically we are making a game. We actually have a game released, which is this game, and we're just making improvements to it, adding new quests, adding new items, adding you know, new functionalities and such. So yeah, that is our game. Is a fantasy MMO game. You have inventory with items, containers. You have quests. You have spells. You have pets. You have I don't know, skills and stats and magic and combat and jobs and whatever you may expect from an MMO, pretty much. The game is a free game, so we do it for fun and research, and we are also a charitable organization, so we do it just because we do it. And yeah, if you want to play the game anyways, the release, then you can play it. Yup. We are working on set of quest. Mainly related to the arena, to this place, which is basically a fighting place where in theory you can go and fight these creatures. And now here there are really a lot of creatures in the same place, right? But you can fight these creatures and gain popularity and XP and become a stronger adventurer, you know? So I was just listing the, I was working on a bit of a summary of what we have seen in a quest chain that was created for one of the guilds that I don't really like fully, and so I want to change it, right? Yeah, if you want to see other screenshot, this is another screenshot of the game. These are other screenshot of new stuff that we put in. We put in this magical item to summon pets in the last patch. Yeah, pretty much that is how the game looks. Pretty much. I mean, not always, not everywhere, but yeah. What are you doing on Twitch? What are you doing on Twitch? Turning cog. Okay, was this what the change to the bank to see the starting character is actually part of the Smarter Guild at the medium rank. But he has this fantasy of being a guild leader. You as a player understand this and getting confident decide to play along and let him say what he wants while you learn from him and the other members of the guild. In the first quest, I mean, I already started to modify a bit the first quest in this direction, but didn't finish, right? I didn't finish. Here attached. I think in the first quest, instead of, I mean, I think in the first quest you will, you can play along, but ask him to create a pamphlet for a tournament to organize in the arena with people using Mason Hammer, right? With people using Mason Hammer. I'm making friends and deving in a real engine. Ah, you're also deving a real engine. Okay, nice. So I can follow you and maybe I will raid you the next time. Why not? Let me see. Turning. I will raid you the next time. Turning cog. Follow. Okay, good. Oh, there are no videos, so I cannot see what you're doing. Pity. Yeah, if I see you live, I will raid you back. Sometimes I raid, sometimes I mean, lately I didn't raid pretty much anyone in a long time, but I did it in the past, and it's just because, you know, we have so little people that you know, raiding with like 3 people is usually not very nice, but you raided with 7, which is like double of what we have, so that's very appreciated. So my suggestion would work to change. No. In the first quest, you can play along, but ask him to create a pamphlet for a tournament to organize in the arena with people using the Mason Hammer instead of a pamphlet to join the guild, right? To join the guild. You can succeed. So the rest of the quests can be similar. So same people, some of the same answers, just for the tournament instead, right? For the tournament instead. You go back to him, and he's happy, and the tournament happens, whatever, and tournament happens, right? So now the second quest, now the subsequent quest, you know, the next quests, I don't know. I think we need to have some people as real high rank member of the guild, and also some in the new guild house. Okay. So it has to be reworked. Let me know if you can do it. Okay, I will just type this and see if it would just say like fuck off or not, potentially, but it's fine. Unfortunately. Okay, so let me attach the picture. Well, first of all, we have the picture, right, which is this. So I don't think that this building can exist without I mean, if the guild does not exist, right? So the rework of the quest that we did is cannot find it. Is he? Yeah, I'm typing. Let me know if you can do this rework. In general, it would be nice to create a short summary of the quest and discuss it of the quest chain idea of the quest and discuss it with me to be sure we are in line. I mean, for the future, let's say. It would be nice to create a short summary of the quest before doing all the work, all the detailed work, and discuss it with me to be sure we are on the same page. Yeah, because here the problem, you know, is that we have a wall building, right? We have this building that is being created for this guild, and so it's impossible that the guild is a new guild, right? And it's never existed, right? Okay, guys. Anyway, tonight I don't want to go too late because tomorrow I'm going to travel. So just as a reminder for everyone, I'm not going to stream for the next 2 weeks. Because I'm in holidays, so I will travel and do stuff. So I will be back on the 18th, most likely, right? So the 18th will probably be the next stream, and then we will restart normally, like during the evenings and during the weekend, right? Let me see. I thought the votes were on. No, I cannot find them. Turning. Turning cog. Well, turning cog maybe is not. Is too long. I mistyped it. Now if I click on videos, I don't find anything. It's empty. I've been fighting War Partition in a 7-kilometer landscape trying to learn a new workflow and toolset. I'm using War Composition, so the previous version, and I try to convert it to War Partition with not very good results, in the sense that my some of my landscape tiles were actually improperly upgraded and merged, and so basically the texture was all wrong, right? Like if the layers were not really matching. Now I think I know a potential cause of that I have in every level. I have slightly different layer set, and so War Partition is basically a single entity, while War Composition was basically putting together a number of levels, and each level could have its own layer set. So I have standardized the set, and I will try to do the conversion to War Partition in the future for sure. Also because I mean, one day it will be removed. And I didn't like the one file idea, right? I didn't want to create 1 million files. So can you have the War Partition without the one file? Because I mean, it was a bit scary to me to have, you know, millions of files that then becomes millions of entries in our source control, right? And I don't know, it looked like really unnecessary, at least for me, right? Because I'm pretty much developing alone, so it's not. So I wanted to basically turn on War Partition without turning on the one file idea. But yeah, All Instance Actor is part of the package. Yeah, but you know that it creates one file per each object, for each actor. So if you have like, I don't know, 1,000 rocks, right? It is creating 1,000 files, and that scares me a bit from the performance point of view and everything. So, but I don't know. So I didn't migrate yet. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. If you want to leave a follow, that would be very appreciated. Remember that our game is actually released. So if you want to test it, you can just go to download now and download it for Windows, for Linux, and for Mac. And it's a free game, so you don't have to pay anything. Now, if you want to support us, that would be even nicer. And so I will see you in about 2 weeks. So have fun meanwhile, and yep. We keep in touch on Discord. I will have anyway access to Discord, so we can keep in touch there. Bye. Have a good night. Bye bye.